Let me tell you why Hexclad has been toxic for years and why this new class action lawsuit settlement is not good enough. Hexclad just settled this class action lawsuit admitting that, yeah, they were engaging in deceptive marketing practices and lying to you. And now they still might be lying, and there's no way that we can really prove it, which is why I'm hoping there's another class action lawsuit coming in right after this one. My beef with Hexclad actually started 2 years ago in January 2023 when the California state law AB 1200 went into place, okay? So this law stated that cookware manufacturers just had to tell you what hazardous materials or substances were in their cookware. Teflon is considered a hazardous substance. Most companies did the right thing and complied with the law and just stated what their pans were made out of. However, Hexclad did not. I made a video calling them out on this, and then they sent me a cease and desist letter. I was not the only person that noticed though, and a few months later, they got a big class action lawsuit slapped against them for basically exactly what I said. Hexclad intentionally was confusing customers to make it seem like their pans were not made out of Teflon. Another part of the California state law stated that a cookware company couldn't say that they were PFAS free, which is what Hexclad claimed, when they did in fact have PFAS, like Hexclad did. This is literally the reason why it was put into the law, is that companies like Hexclad had been lying and confusing customers because this is really, really confusing. And they knew that and took advantage of it to make $1 billion. This is like saying this shrimp gumbo is vegan and features real shrimp, right? Like, no, that's, you can't have vegan food with meat in it. Right? PFAS, or per and polyfluoroalkyl substances, which is their official name, they're known as the toxic forever chemical. There's over 10,000 of these chemicals within that group, okay? And they make things nonstick and waterproof. PFAS are called the toxic forever chemical because they cause lots of different types of cancer and like literally lead to like a shortened lifespan, like AKA they kill you slowly over time, and they build up in your body and in the environment with every little bit that goes there, okay? Is it too much to ask that if I'm going to be spending $200 on a cooking pan that I know what it's made out of, especially if it's nonstick and there's a nonstick coating, you're going to be eating that coating. And so yes, if I'm going to be buying a pan for $200, I would like to know what it is that I'm eating. Chemical manufacturers have argued that Teflon will not leach out these really hazardous, cancerous PFAS unless the pan gets way too hot, even though there have never been tests on humans. I'm totally serious. There has never been a study that looks at how much PFAS are in someone's blood and whether or not they used Teflon pans. Like, that study doesn't exist, okay? I do think that's a little intentional at this point. However, there are studies showing that by using Teflon dental floss, that does increase the amount of PFAS in your body. It's only been recently that we've realized that that Teflon coating, millions of Teflon microplastics can come off of your pan coating, which you can end up ingesting, and those Teflon microplastics do cause your body harm. So after Hexclad got slapped with the class action lawsuit, they did start changing some of the language on their website. They suddenly scrubbed any mention of PFAS or Teflon and all of that. And now they claim that they're made with this proprietary nonstick coating called Terabond, which is ceramic nonstick. So now they're just saying, oops, no more Teflon. Now we're completely ceramic nonstick. No. Let me be clear. They did not change their product. Their product has been the same this entire time. They didn't come out with a new collection and say, oh, this collection is made out with Terabond. No, no, no. They only have one collection of pans, y'all. This is shady as fuck. What's even worse is that they settled this lawsuit for a measly $2.5 million. What the fuck is that? $2.5 million? They're valued at $1 billion. That is nothing to them. So this is a company that is profiting hand over fist by lying to people. They are still lying. They are still not telling you what their pans are made out of. They are not being forthcoming. They are being deceptive still. There needs to be a bigger lawsuit. And they ever changed their product? And if they did, when did they? Because I bet customers that spent $200 per pan would like to know that information. They are profiting because they're lying to us. I am really hoping that there is another lawsuit that comes out, and in the discovery materials, then we can have some answers to these questions. Because this is unacceptable. If you don't know what your pan is made out of, you shouldn't eat off of it.